Well, my first spiritual teacher was actually a 19th century French novelist. His name was Stendhal. And all of Stendhal's characters were seeking in one way or another what he called moments of beauty. And I think today we call moments of beauty a full immersion in the present moment. Around the same time, I was in my early 20s, I think, I came across two remarkable individuals in a little bookshop on Museum Street near the British Museum in London. One rainy afternoon, there they were, Hafez and Rumi. I'd never heard of them before, but they changed my life. They showed me my own heart right there on the page. And ever since then, really, spiritual or interior inquiry and writing have formed a tapestry in my life, the one illuminating and supporting the other. And my first book was Fire in the Heart, Everyday Life as Spiritual Practice, which came out in 1990 in England. And ever since then, I've written some 20 books, several in the 10 Poems to Change Your Life series, 4 travel books, Travels Through Sacred India in 1995, a pilgrimage book called Sacred Journeys in a Modern World in 97, and in 2011 I wrote a book called Saved by Beauty, which was about my journeys through Iran. And next March, in March of 2014, my new book comes out, which is called Keeping the Faith Without a Religion. So I'm one of those people who would call themselves spiritual but not religious, who are more interested in interior or personal experience than in dogma or structures of belief. And it's for that reason, actually, that the language of the arts is so important to me, because I find that language, and especially in poetry, but in the arts in general, I find that language to be a universal one that can speak to people of any age, caste or creed or faith, right to the essence of their heart. And it is, in fact, I think, my own central purpose in my work, both with individuals and in my own writing. My own aim is to restore the mind to the heart, to encourage people especially to speak and write the intimacies of the heart. And I do this in both live and online courses, which really serve two functions. One is to deepen the craft and hone the craft, whether you're writing a novel or a memoir or poetry. And the other point of these classes is to bring people, whether they're writers or non-writers, into a deepening of their own interior process through writing and the truth that writing can bring to the surface. Whichever way I put it, really, the work that I'm doing with people in those groups is really all about intimacy. It's intimacy with oneself first and foremost, but also intimacy with others and with the world at large. I've been really surprised by the fact that you can actually experience intimacy in an online class. People share very deeply, possibly because they feel safer in a more anonymous environment. I don't know, but people do share very deeply. But then they also seriously engage with each other's work. And that's what brings this sense of community and intimacy and also vulnerability. And so I feel really privileged to be able to work with people in that way, in a way that really brings the heart forward. And that really is the point of my work, whatever it is I'm doing.